Right, this is take 2 of this video. Anyway, for multiple reasons there was an issue. Here we have a Bosch HD Freesat box. Obviously I've already taken the box apart. I'm not going to bother showing you how to take screws out of things. This board is powering up but getting no signal input. So when I took it apart there was rust all the way around here, as you can see here, and damage or burnt out sort of socket here. Not an uncommon issue to see on TV boxes like this, because you do get arc lightning and whatever, and water tracking down cables. So taking the little side panels off this cover, let me just show you. So it's quite bad, the amount of rust that's on there. Now that's not going to create any problems, but all the rust on this board might, so we're going to have to clean it up a bit more. As I said, I've started some cleaning already, and then we're going to lift all these pins off and see if we can clean up underneath. It really is not that great in there. I have checked continuity between here and the main board, and there is some form of continuity, so we're not at a complete loss. It's okay, so let's fast forward through that. Bit of cleaning, bit of desoldering, and we'll come back, see if we get any resolution. So like I said, I'm going to desolder all of this, and have a look at the condition. This is a bit annoying, isn't it? Lots of pins. Fast forward. Tell you what, this solder does not want to melt at all. You might be a bit stuck with this one. Wow, I think I've got the connection legs sorted, but these ground point / fixings, I just cannot get enough heat on them. I assume because it's attached to such a big block. What are we gonna do? Right, I've tried as I might. That metal is just too thick for my little soldering iron, so heat gun time. Not sure this is going to work either. I don't think I can apply enough heat with the small tooling that I've got. I'm going to give it a few more minutes and then see how we go. No, okay, so we're going to try a different tack. I've gone higher on my little... gone for a higher temperature on my standard soldering iron, so it's going to become a bit smokier. Apply some solder. See if it'll melt what's left on the board. This board is toasty hot now. That's funny because that's making a noise like it wants to move. It really is. Oh, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot. My God, my eyes are getting bad. I'm struggling. I'm thinking about fitting an extra light in here. I'm really struggling to see these pins. They're not even that small. So we've had some success with these middle pins. I've cut them a little bit shorter, and then most of them are now ready to come out. Had to up me soldering iron to 375. Problem is, me soldering iron's coming loose out of there, but I can't touch it now until it cools down, obviously. Come on then, let's keep going with it. Right, giving up. I'm going to cut it off. I don't have the tools to make a successful clean, damage-free of this. What we'll have to do, assuming that it needs an earth or a ground point, we just tack a wire around and just sort of stick it back in, I guess. Yeah, disappointing, but it's, this part is not going to be a spare I can get anywhere, so the only way of getting it going is getting it out and trying to clean it up, really. Let's keep going. Wow, that took some work, and in essence we may have ruined it, but I didn't see another option with what we had to hand to do what we wanted to do. So we got the little input-output module for the satellite connection out now. Going to clean under there. Try and get rid of all that rust and crap that's there and on all these other components over here. And then try and clean this up as well. Get it reconnected. See how we go. I've been at this so long. Time for lunch. Last night's dinner, out for lunch, done. Just using my fiberglass scrubber pen. Try and get some more of this crap off. I really hope this works, because there's a lot of effort. Now, if you're familiar with Freesat in the UK, you'll know it basically you can watch all the UK TV channels on it, and I find these boxes buy and sell really well, especially these older, smaller ones. I might not sell this one because I've had to do so much work to it, but normally, yeah, I can pick them up pretty cheap, and like replace the remote or replace the power pack and get them working again. Oh, goodness. This side of the board really isn't that bad. I used this fiberglass pen the other day. I think I actually made a video about it. Oh my god, I got the bits everywhere, all in my arm. I was itchy all bloody night. So you must be careful. And I've said before, you can get copper ends in these instead of fiberglass, which is obviously more abrasive, which is good for cleaning metal contacts. But on electronics, fiberglass is sort of rough enough. I really hope this, I don't know if you can see it, this strip here hasn't damaged the traces that are going there. It's quite likely it has. I'm not sure if that's rust or where I've jimmied the connector off that I've damaged the tracks. I think it's rust. Let's get the multimeter out and have a look. Can't actually see where any of these traces go. Let's try traces going out the other side. And that one goes there. That one's okay. It's not looking good for this board, I've got to be honest.
Jesus! Just driving in the hedges. Alright, let's go. But watch everything in the...
Okay. I've done my best to clean this up. I am expecting it not to work because I think there's just too much damage caused by the rust. So that's what water ingress can do to your wonderful piece of electronics. So let's just see how we go. I'm going to solder all these legs back on, but the problem is the tracks on the other side have started to break away slightly. Can you see that? I'll switch that light off a minute. Yes. Oh well. This has been a bit of an upsetting job for me because these boxes never normally fail, and it's just through, I don't know what's happened to this one to get so much rust and water ingress. Really quite annoying. Because there's no tracks on this side, we're relying on these through holes to make the connection to the other side. And when I solder it, I've got no way of doing anything on this other side, in the sense that those tracks, some of these rings are damaged. So I've had to scrape away some of the copper. I might just scrape away a little bit more, just to try and make a better connection. Right, I'm not holding much hope for these because I just don't think I can repair it all, but I also don't know what is totally needed. So let's just remake these connections, plug it back in and see how we go. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to get the ground legs connected without having to feed through any wires. It might work, but the metal might just be too dirty and too thick also. Big blob of solder. Hopefully that's made some sort of connection. Let's have a little test. That'll do. Let's move over to the telly and see if I've really messed this up. Yay! So it's just like before. 0% strength. Oh well. Tried our best. Couldn't do it this time. Probably need a bit more tooling or possibly a replacement. One of those little things, those little receiver modules. What a bummer. I hate laying. Anyway, I'm going to have to go on and eat some chocolate now. Anyway, see you next time. Hopefully we'll repair something next time. Bye bye.